everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here, if you like what you see, could you subscribe and comment and leave a like and all that good stuff. I was gonna make a wreath, but then I was like, I made a bunch of wreaths. Like, let me do a swag. I haven't done a swag since like last week. So I have a Dollar Tree awareness ribbon wreath form here. It's tied here and here with zip ties, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One in the middle is 10, 11, 12, 13. Here is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I feel like I have an extra one in here for some reason, but I don't know if it's this one or this one. I think it's this one. So if I don't have enough mesh, I will take that out, but all my mesh is cut at 18 inches and I should be fine. I mean, with the wreath, I like physically and emotionally, I'm a mess, but... So I'm going to start in the middle and kind of work my way out and around. I'm using this mesh from Joann's spring line. And I got to take my phone out of my pocket. I have an ice pack around my middle, like that's velcroed on. And it's pushing everything all in the wrong direction. Okay. This is from Joann's spring line. I'm using this with... I'm just going to take this piece because it's right here. And I'm afraid if I touch anything over here, it's all going to come tumbling down. With this buffalo check from Hobby Lobby Christmas. Why is this piece over here? Is this one not long enough? Oh no, this one's kind of long enough. Oh yeah, no. I don't know, y'all. They cut it 18 inches. So I'm just going to do ruffles with this one on the bottom and then the buffalo check on top. Put that in. Give it a twist or two. These are both like poly burlap or poly jutes or whatever they are. This Hobby Lobby one actually feels nicer than the Joann's one. The Joann's one doesn't feel bad at all, but this one just feels better. Okay, this is on my chest. I feel like I cannot breathe. I just got up from laying down because I got no sleep last night, so after I start moving a little bit, my back is usually like, okay, we'll cooperate. So what's going on with you guys? Today is the 27th of August. Hopefully this is not the last video I ever film, because there's a hurricane a-coming. It just so happens to be coming on the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. Because, you know, my PTSD isn't bad enough. But for those of you who don't know how hurricanes work, excuse me, you probably do know how hurricanes work. If you don't know how hurricanes and people in New Orleans work, when I was at physical therapy this morning, everybody was like, oh, are you evacuating? And everyone, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do it. I'm trying to go here, I might go there, I might stay, I might, you know, do this. And the problem with evacuations is that the new track comes out at 4. It's out now. I haven't looked yet just because I was trying to get this stuff ready. It could be going in a completely different direction right now. It could be coming straight for us. Everything could have changed, nothing could have changed, things could have gotten better, they could have gotten worse. You don't know. So trying to leave now, it's like a better safe than sorry thing. but also the sorriness of it is just like, it's such a pain to pack up everything you need, leave your house, find somewhere to go, especially if you have dogs. Like, we don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anywhere to go. Like, if this was an emergency situation and, you know, I could go to Michelle's, like, I have places to go and just, I don't have anywhere to go that's like, okay, well, we're out of, like, the bad part. You know, we're out of we're out of the eye, which isn't really, I'd rather be in the eye right now, because right now we're on the east, which is the worst side to be on. But we really don't have anywhere to go. Me and my mom both have dogs. I don't know what my oldest sister is doing, but my middle sister has to stay because she has 3 dogs and they can't be around each other apparently. So she's staying. I haven't heard anybody around here like being like, oh, we're leaving, just because it is a mess to try to leave. It's a pain. And honestly, to leave and not have it be a complete nightmare, you would have had to be gone already. That's my stomach. So, we're just hunkering down. I don't know what I do if we lose power for a week again. The thing is, like, I'm not that worried about flooding, because during Katrina, which was horrible flooding, destroyed everybody's houses, my house only got 3 feet of water, and my mom's house that she lives in now didn't get any. So I'll have some time to decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to do anything. Ideally, I don't do anything. I just stay here and maybe lose power, but I don't know. The concern is always not usually with the water. It's with the wind and blowing down trees or blowing down power lines. I have a tank of gas. I have supplies to last me for a couple of days. I have medicine I have pills sorted out for 2 weeks. I'm sure I have pills for much longer than that. But they say, you know, make sure you have food and water for 3 days. Make sure you have pills for 5 days or 2 weeks or whatever it is. The pills are more because the pharmacies might not open because we might not have power. So I got batteries for my 10s unit. Both of my power banks will be charged up. And I have a bunch of materials to make more mushrooms if it comes to that way. I just have to sit for a week and make mushrooms. I think the thing that would suck the most is that my heating pad wouldn't work. Because I got a gas stove. It's not like I'm not going to be able to cook. I don't know, hurricanes are like, they're just... I get that it's a part of life, and I get that no matter where you live, like there are like, you know, oh, we have what is that thing when the ground shakes? We have earthquakes in California, but we get to live in California. Oh, we have this, and you know, oh, we have really bad snow, but we get to live here, where, you know, whatever. And I know people are always like, why do they stay if they have to, you know, uproot their entire lives multiple times a year during hurricane season? But it's New Orleans, y'all. I mean, I lived in Florida for 4 years after Hurricane Katrina, and I didn't realize how good I had it. Every day I woke up in Florida and I was like, this place sucks. I was never like a big New Orleans fan. Like, it's not like a big deal for me. Like, I'm not one of those. There are people who live here who were born here who still act like tourists. Like, they're still enamored with everything, and I'm just like, okay, it's cute. Like, I'm glad that I have it, but I don't need to be out in it all the time. But when I didn't have it, I was just like, why are there so many old people? Why does everybody have a different kind of Cuban sandwich? Why are there so many palm trees and so much sunshine? So, they always say, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And preparing for me was literally going to get some water, thing of Mountain Dews. I don't have like any like non-perishables. But we went to Walmart today, which was, oh my god. You know, stay 6 feet apart, don't do this, don't do that. Y'all, Walmart today was like just like a madhouse. Me and my mom, we walked in. We never park on like the pharmacy side of the store because we're usually there too early and those doors aren't open. But we parked over there today, and we walked in and I was like, "There ain't nobody here." I was like, "Look," but it was like the parking lot was full, and I walked in and I was like, "It's not going to be a big deal." And we like came into the store a little bit in the line because it's all self checkouts. The line was like 20 people long just to get into the area to check yourself out, and I said, "Oh, all right." But when we did check out, it was like 15 minutes, if that. But what you gonna do? The only thing I have to do is, that's what my mom, I was just on the phone with my mom and I was like, what's this thing doing? Because if you try to search, y'all, I want to see, like, don't show me what's going on now, what you think is going on in the future. I want to know what happened now and what happened at the last update. Because I want to see if it has moved, if it's coming closer, if it's going further away. It looks like now it's tracking west, and the further west it goes, the further away from us it goes. Which, I mean, that sucks for whoever gets it, but I mean, I still feel like we're dealing with, like, oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Hello. I didn't notice you back there. How are you? There's like, okay, that's gone there, I guess. Like, I still feel like our hurricane karma, like, we still have it from Katrina. Like, we've built up enough points now where we can skip, you know. I mean, when you have a hurricane that destroys everything, like, maybe you don't get one for, like, 20 more years. And I'm not talking about, like, a big one like Katrina. Like, you don't get any of them. But it's 16 years on Sunday, which is when the Ida is making landfall. Hopefully far more west of here. I guess the only good thing is that it's moving so fast, it'll come in, it'll be windy and rainy, but it won't be windy and rainy for 3 hours. And it won't come in and just like stall. I am so out of breath. Oh, but my mom said, you know, she's like, I gotta go take a shower. She was supposed to, she's not on the schedule to go to work today, but they asked her yesterday if she would come in, and she was like, I'll see what I feel like doing. So, I laid down, I thought she was gonna go to work, and I called her, and she's like, no, I'm not going. Or should I go? What am I doing? But she said, either way, I have to take a shower, because if I can't take a shower, I can go a day, maybe two. She said, I can't go 3 days without taking a shower. And I was like, you know, like, we still had hot water when the power was out, right? So I am going to take a shower later and probably wash some clothes. And then I guess that's it. I don't have anything to move around outside. It'll charge up the power banks. My phone will be charged because my phone's almost always charged. It's just such a pain. I don't know, it might seem like I'm just like, oh god, the hurricane's such a... I was like, where's all of this at? But it's all up here. Like, the hurricane's such a hassle, blah, blah, blah. And y'all probably, somebody's probably like, well, doesn't it beat being dead? Yeah, obviously, but... And I don't know if some people are just like, they don't, like, I don't know anybody who's like, oh, we have to evacuate and it's inconvenient, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Everybody's like, oh my god. That's why everybody always stays, because it's like they wait until the last minute and then they're like, well, we waited too long because we were waiting to see if it was going to do anything or change or anything, and now we're here, so we might as well just ride it out. And when I was a kid, I lived in a great big brick house with no big trees around it, and it was 2 stories, and we had an attic, so it was like, unless the water comes up like 25 feet, we're good. And we never left for a hurricane. And now that I live in like, well, my house is brick. I have a new roof. I'm not worried about it flying off. I'm worried that there's 2 giant trees right next to me, but I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, by the time y'all seeing this, it's gonna be all over with, so. I'm having trouble breathing because I just got up from laying down, like I said. And my back was hurting so much, and I was stretching, and it like, stretching takes like, just knocks the breath out of me, and the pain is just like unbelievable, so I'm like, but I'll survive. You know, for the past couple of years, especially the past, well, 2020, not much so much 2021, but in 2020, after everything, I'm just like, if it's my time to lose everything, if it's my time to be killed by a hurricane, it's my time. Like, I don't want either of those things to happen. I mean, I'd rather lose everything than be killed by a hurricane. How embarrassing for me. But, I'm just like, like when I thought I had that blood clot and it wouldn't, you know, it took forever for them to see me, and then I was like, you know what? If some higher power has decided that I need to have a blood clot and that blood clot needs to kill me, I am powerless against that, so. Cannot wait until I get to the pain doctor. Oh my god. And I had like a really good, like the beginning of this week was great. Like I was hurting when I got up, but now it's just, like the past 2 days, it's been pretty much non-stop. Not as bad as it was. Like, definitely better than it was, but still not what I would like it to be. Not what I consider, like, manageable. Like, I'm managing now. Obviously, I'm not curled up in a ball somewhere crying, but it hurts, and I'm out of my tramadol. I did have physical therapy today, and when I got there, I was like, oh man. She said, you know, every time I go in there, like, how's your pain? And like, when I was there Wednesday, I was like, a 2, maybe? She's like, oh my god, that's so good. But then today I was like, she said, what's your pain? And I was like, I don't know, like a 5? And she's like, that's not good. But by the time I left, I was like, I am feeling good. We were talking about a way to yeah, that pain is just like blinding. You know, when we're trying to figure out like what's best for my back and to make this better and to keep this from happening again. She's like, so when you work, like, what is that like? And I said, well, I really only go like an hour at a time. I said, it's not strenuous, you know, I'm not like lifting stuff, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I said, but I am sitting at a table, which is at a good height, but my camera is centered here. And for me to work comfortably, I would be working like here, which I could do that. And I know I'm sometimes back there, but that should change because I just ordered a, I spent so much, like, when we get to physical therapy, like, oh! Wow. Like I was saying, I just ordered a thing to hold my camera. Okay, what was I saying? I ordered. Now, the clamp fell behind the table. I need like 20 minutes to recuperate. When I go to physical therapy, if I can't use the bike, which I didn't today because she's like, I'm not going to put you on the bike if you're hurting. So we went and she put me on a heating pad with the 10 unit on. It's like 10 minutes where I'm just on my phone. I'm on my phone. I'm like, this thing has, like, the thing that just fell, it got messed up the other day and it hasn't been right since. So I was on Amazon. I went on Amazon and I was like, where can I get like a mount that's not a tripod? Because this situation up here, it's a mess. It's a total mess. So I was like, why don't I just order something to like fix that? So I'm looking up like bird's eye view tripod because I don't know what I'm looking for, but I find a mount that will hook it, you know, it's got like a spring thing, so it'll hook onto this pipe where the camera is now, and it will actually point down, but I can move it forward, so you'll get more of this view of the table instead of back there. Because I'm never back here, so if this goes off the screen, you know, it doesn't matter that much as it does when it goes off down here where I'm actually working. And then I ordered that and I was like, okay. Alright. That was $20. Like, okay, just, you know, you still got like 8 minutes left, so just sit there and, you know, don't do anything impulsive. So like 30 seconds later, I order a tablet, which was weird because I had a tablet. When tablets were super big, I was like, all I want is a tablet, all I want is a tablet. And then they became less, you know, they became more available and they were cheaper and they were you know, 100 different brands out there, and I bought one. And I was just like, this is underwhelming. I was like, this is basically a giant phone that I can't make calls on. And like, it wasn't like very good. So when I looked for a new one, because I want to be able to stream from my phone onto YouTube and have a tablet over here that I can read comments on instead of bringing out my laptop, which takes up 2 feet of space on the desk, on the table. So I went through, and it's not like, I think it was like $110. There's like, it's basically just a tablet. Like, I'm like, all I need is like, I just need it, like, do they have like a YouTube player that's all it does? Yeah, this one is not supposed to be here because I can't even get to it. So the one that's in the crotch right here, we don't need that one. I think I usually put another one up there if I have an extra. I'm just gonna take that off. And of course all that stuff is coming tomorrow, and I'm like, are we even gonna be here tomorrow? I mean, tomorrow we'll still be here. But they were canceling physical therapy appointments, and I checked in. She's like, do you have an appointment on Monday? And I said, nope, Wednesday, Friday. She said, oh, not Monday, Wednesday. And I said, no, I'm here today. It's Friday. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, that's weird. Why did they ask me that? And then I was waiting, and another woman came in. And she said, do you have an appointment on Monday? And she's like, yeah. She's like, we're not going to be here. So we need to reschedule. And I said, oh, okay, well. But like the thing is, even if it's not bad, or even if it goes the other way, even if it's not bad, the people aren't going to be here because if they're evacuating, they're not going to be back home and then at work the next day, you know? Why does this not work for me? Like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, Like, I know it's because it's just a bunch of stuff right now. Like, it's just a bunch of mesh. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'll go get in the shower. I was so proud of myself because Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, I got in the shower and I didn't have to use my shower chair. It was still in there, which is completely aggravating because if you're not using it, it's just in the way, you know? And I was like, I told my mom and Michelle, I was like, I didn't have to use my shower chair today. But now I'm like, I just want to go get my shower chair like an old man. Why do I have so much left over? Like, this is a lot. I only have 2 more pieces to do. I was trying to figure out, because I was like, I have some 21-inch mesh, and I was trying to figure out how to do a poof base on this, but I don't know how you would do that without, because, you know, it's not like you can easily jump from one thing to another, so like you would have to start and then tie off and then start again, like do the outside, tie off, start again and do the inside. And I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just I can't figure out how to do it like continuously, or so that the poofs would stay pretty even looking. Yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3. There's 3 pieces left over, and I usually have 1. I don't know, I need to put the other one in there first. I feel like I missed something, and yeah, I probably did. Oh no, there's 2. Okay, so I will only have, oh, I'll still have 2 left over. No, I'll still have 1 left over. No, I still have 2 left over. Okay. saw on, I made 2 things today that I saw on TikTok. One was this woman, she's like, yeah, I like to get up, I like to stay sleeping, I don't feel like dealing with these children in the morning. So what I do is I take biscuits. You gotta get the flaky ones now, make sure they're flaky. So you can get great value. And I was like, okay, you don't have to waste money on Pillsbury. And I was like, well, there's like a 4-cent difference, but okay. I guess if you buy 100 cans of biscuits, you eventually save $4. I'm going to take these, I'm going to split them right down the middle. I'm going to put in a little cheese, I'm going to put in a little ham, I'm going to seal them back up, I'm going to bake them. Then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. You can eat them cold if you want for like a snack. Or you could heat them up in a toaster oven. And I was like, huh. So I look it up and I put everything in my fitness app and I'm like, my Fitness Pal. I'm like, okay, I can have 2 of these for like, I think it was like 14 grams of fat and like 30 grams of carbs. It's not bad. So I made them and I was unimpressed. I don't know what I was thinking they were going to be like, but it's literally a ham and cheese biscuit, you know? And Mom's like, why are you making these? And I was like, oh, so I can have them for breakfast. She said, yeah, but why not just cook them on the day you want to have them? And I said, because that is when I wake up and I'm in excruciating pain and there's a hurricane coming, I don't want to have to do that. So I made those, and then this other woman, I understand why people spend like 15 hours a day on TikTok, like I get it now. This other woman, she's like, hey y'all, you know, very, like, I was like, is she trying to seduce me? Hi y'all, if you're on keto, or just eating less sugar, and you have a sweet tooth. And I was like, oh my god, this is sensual. You have a sweet tooth, oh, you're bad. If you have a sweet tooth, let me tell you my hack. And I'm like, oh, here we go with the hacks. So she takes a protein shake, which I have 1,000 of, and she puts it in like a, what is that, like the NutriBullet thing? You know, like one of those cup blenders. Puts it in there, dumps an entire box of sugar-free Jell-O, and she starts mixing it. And like, as she's mixing it, I'm like, what is going on with that pudding that she's making? So she takes it off, and it is like so thick. Like she like, it like stays in the bowl. So I said, and then she said, you know, put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and it'll firm up some more. I was like, firm up some more? I mean, it's basically cookie dough right now. How much firmer you want it to get? So I got a bunch of puddings today. Came home, made chocolate cheesecake, which I was not a fan of. But then I made vanilla and pistachio. And I did mine in my food processor because I don't have a NutriBullet. I feel like I'm definitely missing one, maybe. Do it in the food processor. Y'all, it is so thick. Like when I took it out of the food processor, I was like scooping it up and it like wasn't even moving. It's a weird texture. Like super thick, like, almost like a pastry cream, kinda. But the pistachio and vanilla was so good, and then I put it in the, and it's green, which is definitely not appetizing, but I put it in the, does this one have, yeah, that's this one? I put it in the refrigerator and then came back to it, and like I opened it up and it was even thicker, and I was just like, okay, well, this is a whole mood right here. I think I usually put another one up top to kind of round this out, so that's what we'll do. Like one right here. Yeah, my mom was like, you're just gonna eat that for lunch? And I said, I guess. I didn't end up eating it for lunch. I had, I made sushi. Yeah, that's what well, at the hurricane, my mom's like, you got your essentials? And I was like, I can make sushi. And she's like, well, that's reasonable. That's not ridiculous. And I was like, well, what do you want me to do? I have a flashlight, I have candles, I bought 6 lemonades, because y'all, my mom was like, are you gonna get water? And I looked down the water aisle and it was completely empty and also filled with like 100 people. I said, you know what, I'm gonna get lemonade. And she's like, oh, it's so crowded in here. I was like, this is nothing compared to as soon as, like, when we got our stay-at-home order the first time. I was like, this is nothing. I was like, this is child's play. I was like, guess it's a cakewalk. I was like, we have definitely been through worse at this Walmart. See, I mean, if I lose power, I will be able to eat, like, up to 24 hours after that, because it'll stay cold. The refrigerator will stay cold for at least a day. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I don't know if I keep saying that because I'm trying to, like, convince y'all, or I'm trying to convince myself, but what I'm gonna do? Okay. 2 bounces. Go through and try to pull out some of this, the natural mesh. Not pull it out, just pull it up, I guess, is what I'm saying. Because, like, see, it's real dark through here and right here, but if I flip everything up by making sure one's going up and down, one's going horizontal, one's going vertical, pretty much. So see, that lightened this part up. This needs to come out some. I also found a TV mount in the clearance section at Walmart for $5. And I was like, oh, I should get this. And my mom said, you don't even have a TV. I said, yes, but I will get one eventually. And when I get one, I don't want to have to pay $20 for a wall mount. Both these meshes are very sticky. I know I'm always saying that, and, like, I don't want y'all to think it's, like, sticky, like somebody spilled a Coke on it. It's just, like, these edges on this mesh. Let me see if I can actually show that to y'all. Oh, without knocking something over. See how it has, like, this edge? It's not really finished, as opposed to, like, this edge right here, which is, it doesn't have anything poking out. I guess I should say pokey instead of sticky, but I mean sticky because they stick to each other. This is going to be one of those where I have to go through, open everything up, then come back and lift up some threads. I'm not going to do too much because I'm probably going to have to do this again after I add in bows and ribbons and whatever else is going in here. Alright. Oh, that still looks a little... I can't see this up close, but when I look in the monitor, I'm like, what's going on? Who hurt you? Okay, that's evenly distributed. I'm trying to, like, make sure it is evenly distributed because I don't intend on putting 1,000 ribbon tails in here, but I might. Who knows? Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower and get some water on my back, and then pack up my entire life, drove to Dallas to go stay with Michelle, go to the #1 Christmas superstore in Arlington, spend all my money, not be able to pay my rent. Yeah, that's something I would evacuate for. Okay, my base is done. I'm gonna make a bow of some sort. I have my favorite black and natural stripe. I have a green linen texture. I have a natural linen texture. And of course I have some buffalo check. I don't like using these two together, but the only other thing I could do is swap this one out for this one. But I don't know that I have enough of this. And I think I could separate these enough, like put this one in the back. No, everybody's, oh my god, I'm so frustrated right now. Seriously? Why am I filming right now? So, I can't put this one in the back because it's too flimsy. So, yeah, that'll work. So it has only been like an hour since I filmed the last section. I went and took a shower, tried to get my life right. It helped a little bit. And of course now, I talked to my mom and she's like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, I thought we decided what we were gonna do, but now we don't know. She said, you don't want to leave. I said, I don't want to leave. Nobody wants to leave. So, I don't know. So our plan now is to wait till tomorrow morning, and this is ridiculous. Why am I even talking about this? Y'all are going to see this either after I've lost everything or everything's fine. Oh my god. Alright, so let's make a bow. I think I want to do like, I don't want to do like a super huge bow because I have this sign that's pretty big and the wreath, the swag is not as wide as a wreath is. Well, I guess it is, it's just not as much like area because it's big and then it's narrow, so I'm going to do like 10-inch tails. I guess 6.5, 6.5, 6, 5.5, 5. Yeah, that works. I don't want it to seem like I'm like cavalier about a hurricane, but that's what I told my mom. She's like, we're staying because you don't want to leave. And I was like, I will leave. I'm telling you right now, I will leave if that's what's going to make you comfortable, if that's what's going to make you feel safe. Don't stay here if you're not going to feel safe because I want to stay. If you want to leave, we leave. That's it. I don't know where we're going. That's the thing. It's like, okay, well, if you want to leave, where are we going? She said, well, we'll just get in the car and drive. And then we're going to put the 2 dogs in the car. And then drive. I mean, I don't know. I liked it better when, like, you're not responsible for making decisions like that. I guess because I can't go to, because my grandma's not around anymore, we can't go to her house, which they're gonna get everything as bad as we are. She's just, her house is just, it's got a 2nd story. I mean, that's really it. mean, that's the place we need to go. Like, we're still gonna have to ride the storm out, but we wouldn't have to worry about a storm surge. Or getting trapped in the attic. Oh, I think I was gonna do more loops of this. Let me do more loops of this. Call Mom on speaker.
Yeah.
Why don't you call Bobby and see if we can go to Grandma's house?
Wait, what?
Why don't you call Bobby and see if we can go to Grandma's house?
Why would we go there?
Because she has a second story.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. All right.
I mean, what are we going to do? We're just going to go upstairs? I mean, she's closer to the lake than we are.
Oh, is that what we're worried about, the lake?
Yeah. Well, the lake and the river. I mean, she's further away from the river than we are, but she's closer to the lake. I mean, they're talking about the storm surge coming up from the Lake Pontchartrain.
But she didn't get any water during Katrina. But neither
Not
did
at
you.
all?
No.
The reason y'all left was because there was no power.
Yes. There was no power, and it was 90 degrees before the power even went out.
Yeah. Yeah, but you see, that's what they're saying too. Even when this one comes ashore, no matter where it comes ashore and what happens, it's going to be rainy for the next 3 or 4 days. So it's not like it's going to be 95 degrees and 100% humidity after the storm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not going to be as hot as it was after Katrina. I don't know if I want to do that.
Okay.
But
I'm just thinking. I'm just sitting here filming a video talking about something that's they're not going to see for 3 months. So, you know.
You would go stay by Grandma's with me?
Yes. I mean, I think that's a better plan than getting in the car and driving.
Well, the only plan with that is who else would go there? I mean, Michael's not going to go there and stay, will he?
No.
All right. I'll call him and ask him.
Well, just see what he thinks. See what he says. Ask him what we should do, because obviously neither one of us can make decisions. I'll call Catherine and see what she says. I don't know, Mom. I don't. Neither one of us can make decisions about this, because we're both dumb, apparently.
It's not dumb. Both of us want the same thing. We want to stay here. You want to stay at your house. I want to stay at my house. I don't want to leave my house and come home to nothing, but I don't want to die in my house. You got me?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about dying in my house, but I don't know. Just see what he says. I mean, maybe we have that as a backup plan for tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, because we can get to Metairie without having to get on the interstate.
True. And we don't have to worry about using up
all the gas. We don't have to worry about the dogs. Will be fine. We don't have to worry about finding a hotel that will take the dogs, and there's no cats there anymore. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let me think about it for a minute.
All right.
And then I'd have to turn my cell phone on actually to get his phone number, because I don't even have his phone number.
Okay.
But I'll just call him from my cell phone and I'll let you know.
All right. Just text me because I'm gonna go back to filming.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
I'll call you in a little bit.
Huh?
I'll call you in like an hour.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. The indecisiveness. I'm gonna leave that in there. I was like, I just cut this out, but oh my god. Like, my grandma's house is there. It is a shrine to my grandma, and my uncle doesn't let anybody in, so my mom will call her other brother and say, hey, her older brother, who is, you know, adept at making decisions. And hopefully he will be like either, oh yeah, that's a good idea, or oh no, that's a terrible idea. But, I feel like my mom has a, well, no, never mind. The house was left to my uncle, and he doesn't live there. He has no plans of living there, and he's never let anybody in the house. So, yeah. I need to move to, like, what is the safest place? Isn't it Rhode Island that has, like, no catastrophic weather events? Okay, so that's what? 4 loops, 6 loops, 4 loops, 4 loops. So 6.5, 6, 5.5, 5. Okay, we're gonna make my little. Should I double this? Probably, huh? Baby, you've never been to Grandma's house, have you? He's like, I don't care where we go. Which I don't either. I can't leave without knowing, having a plan, you know? Either way, I guess I'm gonna move everything off my computer, all my video stuff, like, move all my video stuff off of my computer, onto my hard drive, take that with me when I leave, take my laptop, really wish I didn't have a tablet coming tomorrow morning in the mail, or tomorrow at some point in the mail. I wonder if I can go on Amazon and, like, change that, like, tell them to hold it until whenever. I didn't even open this bow up before I took it off. I usually do that. I'm so dumb. Why did I order that? And that was after I already knew the storm had intensified. Oh well. Amazon's pretty good about stuff like that. If it gets washed away, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm stressed now. I pulled this so tight. Why are these still moving? Like, see them? Still moving. Oh, okay. That was just me hitting everything. All right. Here's my swag. I'm gonna put my business. Do you have to put your blanket just behind my chair? All right, this is my sign. It says furry and bright. See, this is a problem. Like, I would have to put it in the middle, which I am not a fan of, or off to one side. So I didn't want to make the bow too big because the bow is gonna have to go up here. And then the rest of the ribbon will go through there. But I'm gonna come back because I need to. I don't know what I need to do. All right, let's get this sign in here. I'm standing up, but I should probably be sitting down. I'm gonna try to not talk about the hurricane because I mean, it's ridiculous for me to even be discussing it at all because it's gonna be said and done. You know, said and done by the time y'all see this. So. What the hell else am I supposed to talk about when it's all I can think about now? I called Michelle and asked her, I was like, what are people on Facebook doing? And she's like, I don't follow people on Facebook anymore because they're all racist idiots. And I said, okay, well, even, I at this point, I will even, like, tell me what the racist idiots are doing. But her husband's parents, they live really far down the road, not outside levee protection, but they're not home, so. She's like, I don't know what, they're not there, so I guess that doesn't matter, and. Is that straight? I don't know. I said I'm talking about this in this video, and unless you're from here, unless you're from like hurricane country, and you're also really low, like, it's so hard to make sense, like, because it just seems so stupid. Like, okay, this thing is coming that could kill me. Obviously, the answer is get out, go wherever you can, and just get out. But in 2 hours from now, it could, like, not be anything. And then you've left. Michelle was like, y'all can come here, but she's like, it's going to take you at least 12 hours, which, Jesus. Also, our dogs, my mom, with Michelle's kids. I guess I could go to the largest Christmas superstore in Texas, though. That would be nice. I'm trying to see if this is. They're like, what are you doing? Just not doing anything and holding a Wreath up to the camera. This is the only thing I don't like about making a swag is that there's not a lot of frame. Like, you know, the hole in the round Wreath form. Like, if I put a sign off to the side, I can still kind of get it anchored and I got this. It's not like it's, I mean, this is secure. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay. I don't know what Chad's doing. Much harder with pets. Like, I can't just be like, oh, okay, let's get in the car and go, and hopefully we find a hotel that has a room, and also takes pets. Can y'all see my wire cutting anywhere? I wish my grandma was still here. And I wish my mom and her brothers got along better. And I wish that at 40 years old, I was able to have a house that I felt safe in. I'm not 40 yet, but... Somebody's gonna do like a sigh counter. Like, how many times does he sigh with distress during this video? It's gonna be a lot, y'all. you know what? There will be chapters on this video, so if you want to skip it, you did already. I definitely need to move everything off the computer because I am not losing everything on my computer again. I still not recovered from doing that during Katrina. Get all my stuff off the computer. What do I do with the literal $15,000 worth of wreaths in my house though? I need to see if there's anything that I absolutely cannot lose that's on the floor, which... Man, there's some books on the bottom shelf of my bookshelf I would have to move. I don't know. I should have put a center loop in this bow, but I gotta move this over some. Yeah, that's cute. I'm gonna cut all the tails except for that plaid because y'all know what that's about. Y'all know the T. Oh, and of course, that's the one that has 4 tails. Had already left. Thanks for telling me. I don't want to do a bunch of tails because I'm over it. Like, tails is so, like, July. Tails are so August, and I'm in a September mindset. So you can see this in November. Actually, I think this one's October. Okay. I want some more green. And I want some more, I guess, the stripe. Because I want to avoid putting this into the wreath as much as possible. Just because, well, you know. But then also, maybe, I have decision fatigue. I've made no decisions about anything and I'm already like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. So I'm going to make some, let me see how long I want to do these. I guess I'll add this in. I mean, if I have to spray one tail, I might as well have to spray all of them, you know? So let's do course my math's backwards. Okay. 24. So 16 would be 8. Am I correct in that? Let me turn that the right way. I'm just gonna go to 14. All right, those will be tails, and then we'll do 12 inches for loops, which would be 12 to 24. I turned this around because I thought it was gonna make it did make my cutting easier for the Deco mesh. And then maybe I'll do these a little bit longer or shorter, or maybe not at all, because I seem to have misplaced. There they are. Alright, so I'm just going to cut these a little bit longer. And I did this in another wreath, but I did it in between in between filming. So, what was it? What did I say? 10-inch tails. But these are exactly the same length. So let me just... Okay. So these are a little shorter now. This is a half bow. I'm going to take this back part and just twist it right there. So all my tails are coming to the front. Then this is going in. Where is this going in? That's too close. Just go like this. Okay, there's one right here. It's gonna go in this tie, and you can tie these together or use a zip tie if you want, but I have a tie available, so I'm just gonna tie it right in, get it on there extra tight. Flip backwards. And then I'm just gonna I'm not gonna like try to trim these all at the same length. Let's just get that one cut. Let's get this one a little shorter or longer or whatever. That was me burping. I'm anxiety burping. But I'm not really anxious. I want to have a plan. Like, I can't just get, that's what I told Michelle. I was like, I can't just get in a car and go. I need to know where we're going, to what end, like, what's going on. Who am I? What kind of wig do I have to pack? I just feel like saying the F word really loud. I don't know that would help anything. What do y'all think? Okay, the only thing that's going to remain consistent about this is the loop size. So this can, we could come smaller, I guess. Yeah, let me do another one like here, going this way, and then we'll do a smaller one, like an 8-inch instead of 12-inch. So let me do 10-inch tail. 12-inch loop. And then we'll do like a flip this around. Oh, I should have made that clear that you want the longer loops in the back. because he's thinking about what to do. No, the red has to come over here. This is red, green, natural, so I'm going to do... Oh no. I think I have elbow psoriasis. I'm going to do the green over here, and then the red, and then the... No, switch these. I'm trying not... Like, I wanted to do red... Since this is red, green, natural, I want to do natural, green, red, but then these two naturals would be next to each other. Solution is just go to grandma's. Humongous empty house. Power and water still on. No other animals. It didn't flood. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like, y'all know. Go here and you come over here. I mean, can somebody cooperate with me on this day? What is going on here on this day? Right, and then you go there, you stay in the middle, you come over here. Okay. One more. Yeah, this might be the year of Buffalo Check Christmas for me because I need to get rid of some of this damn ribbon. Assuming I have a home to come home to. Well, you know, that's up on the table. And this ribbon's like, I'll just wash it. Can you imagine me trying to wash all the ribbon in this house after it gets flooded? Okay, I'm gonna do 8. And then I'll do, these are the ones I'm going to do shorter. Okay, so the short ones go in the front. This gets twisted around to the back. And let me just grab is there a cable tie right here? I just saw a cable tie, didn't I? No, it probably fell somewhere and it's gone forever. That's a giant cable tie, that won't work. You sleeping, baby? Yeah, get some sleep, because we might have to drive to Dallas tomorrow. Or later on tonight. Who knows? Good thing I took a nap today. Alright, so if you want to make these beforehand, like you don't want to be wiring them directly in if you want some extra security, just take your cable tie. My stomach, you guys, really? Make sure everything's going the right way before you tighten it. Pull that down. That's super secure now, so this can go. You know what the worst part is, too? I don't want to leave because I'm not going to be able to work if I'm not at my house, you know? Like, there's only so many mushrooms and pies I can make if I leave. Alright, and since this one's going to go this way, I'm going to have it be the opposite of this. I know those things, like that might be stupid things to consider, but I consider them. videos get almost 200 views. What is going on here? Where are you? Okay, there's half of you. I might actually move this. I might put a pipe cleaner on it and move. No, that's fine. I just need to find the other side of this pipe cleaner. Maria, where are you? Like, how is... There we go. I haven't eaten. That's why my stomach is making those noises. If anybody's like, well, what is going on with him tonight? He's crazy. He's crazier than usual. Okay, so I have a sufficient coverage over here. I think all I'm going to do is... to 10 is 14. How does this ribbon keep getting turned around? Every time I look at it, I can see the wire. Go this way. Quit being difficult. I'm under enough stress as it is. One, two, three, maybe? Wreath is it. This way is going to be cool. I don't know what else I'm going to do in it, if it's just going to say furry and bright. It's taking everything in my power not to check my phone right now and see if anyone's texted me. It's a good thing we take drugs every night to put us to sleep. Maybe I'll just stay at home. Maybe I'll go live and just stay live. I was gonna go live tonight, but I think I would not be a very good host. Not that it's ever stopped me before. I'm tired already, just because like my back's hurting. It's been a long day, and now I have like I'm just like mentally exhausted now as well. I don't know what that was. How do I keep losing half of the pipe cleaner? Like, it's twisted right here, so where's the other side of it? drink. Well, Mountain Dew's right there. That's about as wild as I get on a Friday night. Oh, why did it dovetail the buffalo check? Maybe I need to put mushrooms in this wreath. No, I don't think a dog wreath with mushrooms in it is a good idea. I'm not going to cover this whole wreath with ribbon. Proceeds to cover the entire wreath with ribbon. I think I just said that. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I'm gonna take a break, clean up some of this mess, get my mom back on the phone and see what the hell is going on, and then I'm gonna come back. I think I'm gonna add some, what am I gonna add? I know I'm gonna add some pine cones. And I don't know what else. And probably go through and I'm gonna cut off all the pipe cleaners that are left too, because I don't need them anymore. I don't need them, so I'm gonna cut them off like a gangrenous limb. Okay, while I wait for my glue to warm up, heat up. While I wait for my glue to heat up, I am going to, I sprayed these last night before I quit for the day, and they're nice and firm now, so I can cut them. They won't fray and they won't get messed up and all of that good. I actually sprayed the bow a little bit too, like the loops, not just the buffalo check, like it was just like the so it's got a little stiffness to it, which is nice. If those glue things didn't clog so much, I'd probably do that all the time. Because it's like, it still looks like a nice soft bow, but it's got a little body to it. So I have some pine cones. I don't want to add like glittery stuff to this just because I feel like it's not gonna go, and I don't want to add like a dog bone to it because, well, I don't have any dog bones. I was gonna make some, and I was like, nope, not doing that. I have some peppermint tea over here because I'm horribly nauseous. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go in for, and you can calm down because now you're like basically bubbling. I'm gonna go with the pine cones first. I have two. These are like $2.50 at Craft Outlet. I think that's very good. I think I'm just gonna kind of dot these around. I have two, but I think I'm only gonna use one because they are kind of heavy. Not super heavy, but and even though you won't see this for a while, we are going to my grandma's. I think I said that last night, I don't remember. I was supposed to get up today and move things that needed to be moved and do this and that, but I got up to get a snack last night before I went to bed because I was like, let me get something to eat. I got up, my back started spasming, and it has not stopped. So, it hurt so bad that I could not even get out of bed to go get my TENS unit to try to get some relief. But eventually I did. I managed to get a little bit of sleep, woke up, watched the news, said, I got, and then went back to sleep for a little bit, but I maybe got 2 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna do this because it's somewhat calming. Oh, I didn't cut any of these. Not calming, it's just, I don't wanna have to, this is the least impact, the lowest impact thing I can do right now. Finish this, and then I need to move my shipping boxes. Like everything else is in totes, and even if I get water in the house, it's not going to be to the ceiling. So here's hoping. I'm just like, I don't want to leave. I just skipped all these. I am very uncomfortable anywhere besides my house. Like, I'm just, I just am. And every time I watch the news, they're like, you need to leave and go far, far away because the power's gonna be out for a week, 2 weeks. You know, it's August and it's gonna be brutal, and I was on like this live thing watching the news, and watching the news on YouTube, and everybody in the comments was like, you gotta leave. My wife almost didn't make it through Katrina with the heat. I mean, we can't, it's too late to go anywhere. It was too late yesterday to go anywhere. All my neighbors are still here. Which is weird, but I live in a neighborhood with not a lot of old people, but like older people who are just like, we've been through this before, we'll be through it, we'll get through it again. I don't know if they're just like, you know, die hard, ride it out, or they're leaving later. I mean, if you're leaving later, where are you going? I'm going like a half hour away. And it's going to be just as bad there, but I can go upstairs if the water comes in, which I don't think it will. It didn't for Katrina. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to at least see what I need to pick up, which is my shipping boxes, and I don't know, I'm going to pack a bag with some clothes in it. external hard drive, take back. I'm trying to, this is not stuck in anything, it's just resting on top of the ribbon, that's why I was holding it there. My laptop, my camera. Unplug my modem, because last time my modem got fried. Like, I need to bring something to do, but obviously it's not going to be a bunch of Wreath supplies. So I think I'm just going to bring my clay and my mushroom kit. And I'll just work on that. I mean, I have 24 so that's 104 mushrooms I could sculpt. I don't have enough clay for that, but I'll see. I think I'm just going to bring my, I think I'm going to put one here. If you ever glue it into the bow, make sure you, that's just stuck there, what's going on. Make sure you get all your loops, but mostly, you know, focus on these top loops to get them where you want them to be, because once they're glued in, you probably won't be able to move them. I'm just going to make sure those are nicely separated. Yeah, I'll bring my paint for the stems. I'm not going to bring paint to like paint all these mushrooms. I'll bring my paint for the stems. I guess a book. Yeah, see now what a pain in the... Oh, wow, I thought I was on Patreon for a second. What a pain this is to leave. You know, I'm going to assume that being stuck in a house with 6 feet of water in it while you're in the attic and it's 104 degrees outside is probably worse. Talked to my mom this morning. She was like, are grandma's pots and pans still there? Will I be able to cook? Does she have a coffee maker? Do I have to bring my coffee maker? And I was like, oh, do I have to pack my Keurig? She's like, you can drink regular coffee. And I was like, no, your coffee's terrible. Those are kind of evenly dispersed now. Is there a place to put my tea down? Okay. That. What else do I have? Oh, I grabbed some boxwood just because I want to bring some more of the green in. And it is Christmas, you know, so why not? Last thing I need to be doing right now, but I need to get some sleep, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I need to pack up stuff, but still waiting for my back to cooperate. Today's the day to take my Ozempic, which I am not doing. because there's no way I'm going to spend the next 2 days being sick and uncomfortable and bored and away from home and worried and nervous and anxious. This is a good consistency for the glue. I'm going to take one of the some of these longer pieces and get them around the bow. Sometimes I go into the bow, but I think I'm just going to kind of go around and add a little bit here and there, 2 or 3 pieces, 3 or 4 pieces. When I called Michelle yesterday, I asked her, I was like, what are people doing on Facebook? She's like, everybody's like just doing whatever they're doing. People are like cooking dinner and playing with their kids and whatever. And then she just messaged me. And she's like, everybody in Facebook is leaving. I said, everybody on Facebook. Well, if everybody on Facebook leaves, I feel like I could join Facebook again. Okay, settle down, Blue. I know I have a plan. I'm leaving here, going to my grandma's with my mom and my sister. But I need to plan on what to do in 5 minutes when this wreath is done. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because I know I'm going to put some ornaments in here, and I like it the glue to be a little bit runnier for that. Just so I don't grab a giant glob, which y'all know I'm going to do anyway. I think I'm pretty happy. Well, I'm not pretty happy. I'm okay with where I live. Like, I'm never one of those people. I used to be one of those people that was like, I can't wait to get out, and then I left, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to get back. Like the first time I moved back on I think it was a Saturday. Like we started moving on Friday, like packing up the car, packing up the moving truck, and then we got here on Saturday and unpacked, you know, just got everything into the house. And then I went to sleep super early because I was exhausted, and I woke up the next morning and I was like, well, the first thing I gotta do is go to the grocery store. So went to the grocery store, and I was driving home, you know, figuring out which road I was gonna take, if I was gonna stay on this road or go on the back road or whatever. And I remember driving home, and it was a nice morning, wasn't insanely hot, and I was just like, I am so glad I'm home. I was like, it is. I don't know why I didn't come home sooner. And it's so nice, and it's so quiet. It's so much different than Florida. Now, 16 years to the day, I get to maybe do that all over again. Except at least this time I will... Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess if I can't come back to my house and I can't go back to Mom's house, we'll have to stay at Grandma's house. But I would lose everything. I can't take all this stuff with me. actually don't think I have it in me to rebuild my entire life again. Because if you've never done it, it sucks. It's very hard. I remember for like 3 weeks we were just at my mom's house because, you know, like what am I gonna do? And then I found an apartment, and I moved, and my mom was like, "Why are you leaving?" And I was like, honestly, because I want to be by myself. Like I can't handle, like I don't live with people. I can't do it. So I found an apartment and I moved. And she was like, "Are you just gonna stay here at night? Are you gonna come to my house during the day?" And I was like, "No." I was like, I'm gonna live here." And for like the first month, had nothing at all. I had a card table and a folding chair. And then I had a mattress on the floor. And then over the next like couple months, I finally got some, you know, I got a desk chair. I got an actual desk. I got a table and pots and pans. I know I shouldn't be like thinking the worst, but it's hard not to when it's happened before. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to handle the heat. I mean, I can't handle the heat. I can't handle the heat when it's over 70 inside my house. How am I going to do it when I'm in a house and it's 90 degrees? I know I have been through a lot. And I can get through this. At least I'll have my mom with me. It won't be like Katrina when I was just with my grandma and her husband and my sister, and we just didn't know what to do. My grandma's husband at the time, he was he's passed on too. I lost the cap to like this gas lantern because I was trying to turn it off. I didn't know how, so I was like, I took the top off and it fell somewhere, and I don't know where it went. I still don't know what happened to it. And when he found out the next day, he was so mad, and he was yelling at me, and I was just like, he was like, "We need to find that." And I was like, I thought we were leaving. Like I thought we were actually like getting on the road and going to Florida to get the hell out of here before we all die. And he was so pissed off, and I was just like, I just lost everything. Like everything I've worked for the past 23 years, everything I've accumulated since I moved out of my house when I was 18, that's all gone. My business that I have is gone. And you worried about a freaking cap on a lantern? I was never, like, things were never the same with him after that. It's like, I'm sorry you lost a metal piece. What is wrong with this dovetail? A metal piece to a freaking camping lantern? Alright, I'm gonna add some of these dark red Christmas balls, but I'm not gonna add the glitter, I'm not gonna add the shiny one. And I'm going with dark red because the buffalo check is not a Christmas red, you know? I mean, I could add the shiny ones, but I just feel like, no. You know, like, no. Kind of like when you, no. Oh, I like those, the dark red with the red. What do you think my mom would do if she came over and she's like, "What do we have to bring?" And I'd be like, "We have to pack it. I have to pack the entire house." here's what I'm thinking. I need to take the stuff that, I don't have anything like sentimental because, hey, I lost all that already. I'm going to take Weenie, his ashes, even though he's like high up on a bookcase, so yeah, I'm going to take Weenie, take my laptop, obviously. I'm thinking about taking my, like, just taking the tower from my desktop, taking my Cricut. Okay, that cap just came off. Right. Because like if something happens and the water, because my Cricut's not like super high up, I know I'm not going to be able to replace that. You know, I'm not going to be able to afford a new camera. I'm not going to be able to afford a new computer. Oh, see, there's a cap in the glue now. So everybody who was watching the weekly adventures of the daily adventures of the piece of yellow ribbon, now y'all can watch the glue cap. They have a when we went to Hobby Lobby after my MRI. They have a ornament set that's like, it's like a strange purple. Like it's almost like a gray purple, like very desaturated. It's super pretty, and it's got like oil slick ornaments with it, and I think pink. It's an ornament set. Did I say that? But I was like, what do you think about this? And my mom was like, I hate it. So I was like, that must mean it's really good. So next time I go back to Hobby Lobby, I am definitely getting that. Either just to have, or maybe do a tree around next year. Okay, that cap came off too. So now you've got two of them to look at. Are you gonna come off? Last one down here. Okay. Everything that's behind that table is going to get washed away, and I'm fine with that. Alright guys, I know you're not going to see this until whatever, but if this is the last swag I make in this house, or the last project I get to do for a while, I'm taking these out, y'all. Sorry if y'all are looking forward to watching them for the next. Well, you might never see this again, who knows. But no matter what happens, I will rebuild. And hopefully nobody orders a bunch of Etsy stuff from me while I'm gone, and then I come back and I'm like, sorry, I have to cancel your order. My house is not there anymore. So cute. Like, kind of rustic, but also not. This is pretty. I like these colors together. Alright, my camera battery's about to die, so I'm gonna go charge it up so I can take it with me and I can film the storm and maybe get a lot of views on YouTube from it. I don't know. Alright guys, if you want to purchase this, it'll maybe be on Etsy, if Etsy's still around. You follow me on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, and you can tip me on Venmo, however much you like, because God only knows what I'm gonna need. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna go pack up. Bye.